Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and we are doing another one of my husband's bullet journaling setups. This time it is for August. This month has been crazy. I have not been posting because it has been so crazy. It's my birthday month. There's just a lot going on. There's going to be quite a few videos coming at you within the next week because I'm trying to catch up on all of the videos that I need to post for August before I get into September. So this is one of them. So I decided I was going to push the comfort zone a little bit and use a bunch of color this month. So I chose colors that are associated with my husband's brand, his business. So we have this beautiful blue. This is one of his favorite blues, that Giants Rangers royal blue. He really likes this one. So I decided to go with that because if I'm going to go full force colors on him, then it better be colors that he likes. So like I said, I tried to keep it with the brand colors, and then I picked one of his favorite colors, which is one of his brand colors. And I didn't want to get out a ruler this month, so I'm doing everything freehand, which he doesn't seem to mind. He's not really particular about that kind of stuff, so it hasn't seemed to bother him. Neither have the colors, because we are super into August. It is August 23rd when I'm doing this voiceover, and he's been using it. So he hasn't said anything about not liking how it's set up or anything like that. So if you haven't been around for these videos, these are bare bones kinds of videos because my husband just wants very particular things for him to be able to track, mostly his outside business. He doesn't put any of his other tasks in here. It is really just for him to keep track of what is going on with his clients, with his outside business, and making sure he's tracking all of that information. So, for example, his outside business, he is a trainer, a personal trainer. So for his outside business, he has if you buy 10 sessions, you get the 11th free, because he wants to show that he is investing back into them, that this isn't just about money or anything like that. It's he cares about his clients and about them succeeding. So he has that kind of program set up. So at the beginning of the year, that's where we had that situation. So he has to keep track for the annual stuff, and then he also has to keep track on a monthly basis who his clients are, when their schedule is, if anyone is out and about. That happens a lot in the summer because a lot of people take vacations. So he has to remember when people are taking certain vacations, because then if anyone wants to move time slots, then he can, be a little bit more fluid with people. So the first thing we have is the monthly calendar. This is a Monday start calendar. He has enjoyed the Monday start calendar. Thank God, because that's how my brain operates. So trying to switch to a Sunday start calendar would be terrible for me. So luckily he is okay with that. So we have the calendar. That's really just the bare bones of things that he keeps in there. We each took a week of parental leave this month, so marking in that he was on parental leave and not doing certain types of clients during that week is helpful to have that big picture look at the calendar. And we keep going. So this is the client list section. So this is where he keeps his general schedule, because on a week-to-week basis, he basically has clients pick a time slot that they are working in for a certain day. Of course, they can always change it depending on what's going on, but in general, he needs to kind of have an idea of what time slots are already booked up. So here we have Monday through Friday, and then we have space on Saturday and Sunday. He doesn't currently take clients on the weekends, but we have been talking about potentially doing that on an early morning or something like that if someone may need him. So we have basically his start time to when he is comfortable stopping work. So we start at 5:30 in the morning, And then we go all the way down to 8. Now, that's not to say that he would work an entire day, but like say on Mondays, he starts at 5:30 and only has clients till 11. But then someone wanted to train Monday evening, he would open up a time slot Monday evening. So there's different types of scenarios that may happen. So the designs this week, I went with kind of what he was going with his YouTube channel before, like, he's kind of paused all of that. So it's really just like these like arrow situations. So I decided to keep that going into this theme as well for August. And the final part of this setup is setting up all of the weeklies. So I did change this up a little bit. I still have each week just on one page. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. So we have spaces for all of that. But I did want to make it a little bit more interesting. So I alternated the colors. And then I did add like a bottom bar across the page as well. Just to, I don't know, have some variety in here. So for this setup, I have week 1 and 2 on this page, and then the same thing for week 3 and 4 in the month on the next set of pages. And then that's it. That's how he likes his setup. He hasn't asked for anything else to this point. He really just needs a place to like get all of the stuff out of his brain, and there's no need for tasks or anything like that. So that is really how his setup works. So that is it for this video. I like to have these videos in addition to like my super complicated setups, just because I know that people are very particular about how bullet journaling is, and oh my god, it's so much, it's so involved, it takes so much time. This setup literally takes I think it took me a total of 16 minutes to do this entire setup. So, and that was for the entire month. So just keep in mind when you're bullet journaling that it's only as complicated as you make it. If you want it to be super complex and you use your bullet journaling for artistic outlet, if you need it to be pretty in order to use it, all of that kind of stuff, that is totally fine. But also going bare bones, like a setup like this, is totally fine as well. So I hope that this inspires anyone that maybe doesn't want things to be crazy. And you can go simple as well. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.